Hello, my sunflowers. How are you at the first of the year? Again, Happy New Year. I hope 2025 be nothing but a blessing. Okay.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, we hope and wish that you would subscribe to us. And we're trying to reach that 3,000. And you know, when we reach the 3,000, we're going to go 4,000 and 5,000. But nevertheless, we hope that you subscribe. Yes.
Like.
Yeah.
Comment.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we like.
Support.
I don't know why I had freezer burn. I don't know. My brain went. But nevertheless, please subscribe and like us. And if you get this far now in our videos, then that means you like us.
Yes.
Show us.
Thank
by
you.
Thumbs up. Subscribe.
Yes. Become a sunflower.
Sunflowers. Hello, my sunflowers. How are you on this great Monday?
Yes.
I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I really do. Now, with no further ado, I have to tell you, I look at Traitors.
Yes.
The third
season.
I'm looking at the second season, then I'm going to look at the first season. Now, when I looked at the second season, it's still in it. I felt like they were too hostile.
Yes.
At least at this point. Where are we at in it? The third?
Yes, we're just getting ready to start the third episode.
I feel as though they were too hostile. I forgot what I was saying.
Talking about the how the members are hostile in this season.
Yeah, I feel as though they're a little hostile. This is the season with Phaedra, Tamra,
MJ,
Peppermint. Although I think, I'm not sure, give me a minute, because I just started, it does look a little chauvinistic to me.
It does.
It looks a little chauvinistic.
Even in this.
Why? Because you should have the same amount of men as you say the same amount of women. And when they had the cages, it should have been 2 men and a woman. I just feel as though, and on this season,
yes, the third season,
I couldn't take it when nobody wouldn't get off the boat.
Yes.
The men. That
ready
is
to
crazy.
Sacrifice the women.
And I understand the women, but I don't. Baby Crone, go ahead and get into it. That was my pet peeve.
Yes.
And I like this episode. It's not so hostile as of yet.
Yes, I really enjoy the people that were on the this current airing season, which happens to be Robin, Tom Sandoval.
I'm rooting for Robin. I'm still a Sandoval. He's still one of my faves. I don't care. I'm rooting for who else?
We have did Dolores get sent home?
No.
Oh well, Dolores is still on the
Dolores is there, but I'm rooting for Robin and Sandoval. And I could root because they're trying to get rid of Robin.
They
for
really
whatever reason. I don't understand it.
I don't either.
She's outspoken. She speaks her truth. The one thing that I think they all make a mistake out of the Traitors.
Yes.
They get so gun-ho over who they think is the traitor.
They do.
And they really believe it. That's where they go wrong. And the creepiest thing, they never pick the real traitor. And the one that picks the traitor, they sent home.
Yes, they
because the traitor was arguing with him.
Yes.
And because the traitor was, what's his name? The gay guy, what they call him, gay?
Bob the drag queen.
Bob the drag queen. He laid him out. And with that, I'm like, I don't care. That's let me know you more and more of a traitor. Look at you.
That's true. He did fight a little
Look
too
at
hard.
you. You're too hard. You're too hard. You even, not the fact that you're hard, you're cocky. You act like you can't go home. That's what it's like to me. I would have told him. I would have said, he's the traitor. You can get mad till you get glad, but you're the traitor. This is a game, brother. Yeah. It's a game. And the moment that everybody get in the fact that this is a game for $250,000, I don't like saying $250,000.
I get it.
Say why?
Why?
Because it comes off like it's a lot of money.
That is true. That is true.
If you say,
they say a
quarter million, because it makes it feel like it's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not saying it's a lot.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's not for me.
Okay.
Not for me. And I'm sorry, I don't care. It's a nice amount of money and I can do something. Mm-hmm. But if I don't want a steep car note, that wouldn't put me in the house of my dream.
That's true. That's true.
It wouldn't. And it wouldn't, what else? It's just because I know money and I know that 250 be gone like once you pay taxes.
Yeah. And inflation these days.
And if you have people working for you or whatever, mm-hmm. fixing you up, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. You have to pay for all that. So at the end of the day, if they walk away with $175,000,
yeah,
because the IRS going to take a big chunk,
of course,
right? Mm-hmm. So that's all I'm saying. But if like if they said $500,000, that's when you say a half. Because $500,000, and as you know, today in times when you say a millionaire, I mean, on a real tip, being a millionaire is really not a big deal. It's a billionaire. Now, if you want to be a millionaire, you got to be a multi-millionaire. Mm-hmm. You got to at least have at least 10 million in your account.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And assets. Mm-hmm. Without that, but for me, it's a nice chunk of change. I would definitely put my heart in it, but sure. I would recognize it's a game, but it wouldn't be cutthroat for me. Gotcha. The stakes, I love the way they make the game hard. Mm-hmm. I like that, but I don't think that I would want to cut your throat for 250 million. It's just not enough for me. Don't judge me. No. Yes, I am very rich. I am rich in love, rich in peace, rich. I'm rich like that. But when it comes to dollar bills,
y'all.
No. I'm waiting for baby Crone to make me rich.
I will. But yeah, the one thing I enjoyed about Traitors is that it's very intense. I felt like I was watching on a suspense. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
My head started feeling like I had a cap on it, like it was squeezing together. And I love that the challenges aren't foolishness.
Yes.
I love that they're really good challenges.
They are.
I love it. And I love it when they walked through the door and they had to pick a door. I thought that was good. The water thing, I know I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to do that, especially if you leave me on a barge out there. I would have freaked out. But I think that they probably check all these people, make sure they can swim, make sure that they don't have phobias or whatever. I'm sure they do that. Mm-hmm. But that phobia, being out there on that barge in the middle of the lake, I would not have been comfortable at all. No. So.
Yeah, honestly, I think what makes a good season for Traitors is who you pick out for the cast. Because honestly, the way
I love the guy that's the narrator. I love him. Yes. Love him. I love him. Love him. I think he's great.
Yes, he got me so engrossed that I feel like I'm literally a spectator standing there watching it happen in real life.
He draws you in with his little binoculars.
Yes.
I love him. I love the show. And please join us and watch it with us. You have anything else to say before we end it? We just want to introduce you to it. We just started. We can give you want to go ahead on and give them a synopsis of what happened today?
What happened today in the
it comes on Thursday.
So
this is old. So we're going to go in on Thursday and when we do our review, we're going to really go in. But right now we're just giving you an overview.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, in this season, it seems like at least so far, everyone wants to count out the housewives, which is
I don't know why they want to rid the housewives. Yes, I don't think that's cool.
It's not cool, but like even the housewives understand. They were just like, we're loud, we're cliquish. I guess we could understand why we have the targets on their back. But honestly,
why? That's not a good reason.
No, it's really not a good reason. But in a game where if people talk a lot.
But they're not housewives there. They're just people playing a game.
You know what? I think it's low-key, like you said, just boils down to the misogynistic of it a little bit. You know,
I do. And when they sent Dorinda home, I knew because my thing is, you have to remember this is a game.
Yes.
And if you look at it as a game, it becomes funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for you to get angry, but that shows the humanity of people.
Yeah, they're taking it personal.
They take it personal. My job is to trick you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a traitor. I'm supposed to trick you. I'm here to create havoc.
Evil
so you
tricks.
won't trip. So you won't think it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to come off like I'm your best friend and setting you up the whole time. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you, as not the traitor, but the
faithful,
you're supposed to be trying to figure out who. But they go around in these cliques, and I don't understand it. That is the one thing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't voice my opinion on who I thought did anything.
Exactly.
I'd be like, really? Oh, really? I don't know. I'm new at this. I got to think. That's what I would say.
They'll probably find a way to come at you and be like, you know what? She must be the
traitor because she don't never want to say anything. I'm saying, but you know what? I would say, I'm not the traitor, and you're going to feel really stupid when you realize I'm not, and you sent the faithful home.
Yes.
Because I'm being honest. But if you sent me home, I wouldn't be mad.
No.
It's a game.
It is a game.
In the end, it's only going to be one.
Yes. You know, if you really think about it, it's like a very, very, very watered down version of...
You think it's watered down?
I was getting ready to say a watered down version of Squid Games, where they have to do these competitions. It's not like they are playing for their lives, but in the sense of you want to get in these alliances, you're trying to outthink the people around you, you can't trust them, you're trying to figure out who might lie to you, who might trick you.
But Squid Games wasn't like that because they were all working together.
Fair enough.
Because they was working with a system, and I don't think it's that grotesque.
Got you.
I don't think it was violent. Their lives, they're not fighting for their lives. So that is a total version. No.
Okay.
No, because they have bullets flying over their head. This is not like that. I just think that they give them real intense, for me, military tactics.
Yes.
It seemed more military. It may not be, but the strategy and the way that they mess with your brain.
Yes.
But what I don't like this, that when people will turn on people and assume that they are and be adamant.
Yes.
I know. And then when they wrong, you should feel like a jackass because you're wrong, loud.
Yes.
And wrong. And so many of them do it.
And mislead the crowd.
Right. Mislead. And I don't understand that. But I wouldn't play the game like that.
Right. No.
If they told me who I thought, I would say who I thought. But I'm not going to be sitting up there saying, That's to me.
Yeah.
You're my enemy.
Yep. You're gossiping.
I don't know who you are. I'm not going to share allegiance with you. I'll talk to you, be friendly with you. The moment you say who I'm going to tell you right now before this game starts, I'm not going to be putting nobody on the block until this it, because I really don't know. Yeah. And if I have to choose, I'll choose, but I'll wait to the very last minute to choose. And that's what I would say.
Yeah. There's two ways to play the game. Be the talker or be the observant.
Yep. And if you talk too much, like that black girl, what was her name? She was talking too much.
Oh, yes, Danielle.
And they forgot all about her, didn't they?
They did forget all about her.
They got him right twice.
Yes, they did.
And the guy that got, what's his name, the gay guy?
Bob,
the drag queen. When they got him, he argued so that they all say, I believe Bob. Y'all are weak-minded. I would say Bob going too hard.
Yeah, exactly. It was too obvious.
Because if you notice, everybody who gets angry, that's not one, they don't get like that. They just saying it's not me. I don't know what to say. But Bob is like, how could you? I would have said, Bob, it's you. It's you, Bob.
Yep. Even Dylan sat back and was just like, this just proves my point. He was just like, okay, I'm not even going to argue with you.
None of them did. Not Peppermint.
Mm-mm.
None of them. I wouldn't waste my time.
Yep.
All I would say, you all believe what you want, but when the game is over, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to say, she was right.
Yes.
That's what I would say.
Because when I tell you in this episode.
And I would say, no offense to you, Bob, because this is a game, and I know you playing the game.
Mm-hmm, he is playing it.
See, I would use that kind of logic on them. And if it gets me home, okay.
I mean, they're on the right track sometimes. They're just like, you know what? The Traitors go to try to trick us and go pick somebody. They
turn them against each other.
Yes, they do. And so then they start doing like do-si-do in their brain. They're just trying to make up something out of nothing.
And they're like little lost. They like little lambs. Oh, yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't. The moment I saw something suspicious going in, I would have sat outside and waited till they came out. But I wouldn't want them to see me because then I would be a target for them.
Right. Or you could wait to bring it to the table so that way everybody has that time. Everybody hears.
I would do something like that.
So that way everyone has to think about it and be like, oh my God. And
I would say, when we were at the table, I saw you, who I saw go in that room in a private meeting. They are the ones. They are the ones.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Catch them red-handed at that table.
Please, guys, if you don't want to choose both, choose one. They the ones. That's what I would say. And my vote would go to that. No offense, I love you. You good though. I would love you. You're good.
Props.
You're good, but I know it's you. But they get too emotional. And the one thing I've learned, when you allow your emotions to get in there and take over,
you lose all sight.
You lose sight. You got they looking at their money like. And everybody on there has had over 250,000. I'm sure that everybody on that stage, on that platform, has seen $1 million.
Okay.
In one way or another.
True.
So I don't understand why you would be so bloodthirsty for 250,000 once they remove the taxes.
That is true.
That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's bad money.
No.
I'm not. But
it's
a $500,000 would have been
a game for
right. To go right. When you're angry and I'm saying that's a good amount of money for me to be strategic, for me to play that game for the win, but that calls for being strategic.
Yeah, honestly.
And if they was playing for $1 million, oh my God.
Oh yes, then it gets serious.
People probably would get killed because they lose sight, and that's where the joy goes. They getting in an argument. On phase 2, they were arguing. I'm like, this is not right. But I could tell he didn't like that. Talking about that man on season 2, talking about he had asthma. So what?
Yeah.
The company the people hired him.
And he ran.
And if they hired him, who are you? That's what I would have said. And tell me, I don't have to tell you nothing about my health. And if you want to send me home, then send me home.
Yeah. That's really the old
because I'm an older man and I outran every last one of you.
He did. He really did.
So stop talking about me having asthma. So what? I have asthma. I'm here. Deal with it.
Yeah, honestly. I like that they try to be collective in who they try to pick, but also.
But you're gonna pick somebody because they have asthma?
No, I'm talking.
No, that's what they tried to do.
Yes, but no.
Why? Get rid of him because he have asthma.
Right.
That's not cool.
Yeah. But I like how the not the cast, but the crew, the staff picks out who's going to be on each season. They try to diversify it. Maybe.
What do you mean?
Like get people from different races, different shows.
I do like the diversity.
Yes, although I really do think that they should. I get it's a competition show and it's has this physical exercise to it.
Mhm.
But I do think that they should pick a little bit more people that aren't from two particular franchises like the Survivor and the Challenger and Big Brother, which are all basically like the
So what are you saying?
that I think that having I just think it's two different dynamics. So you have people that are in competition shows and then people that are in reality shows coming together.
Yeah,
on
but
Traitors.
the games are challenging for everybody.
That's true. It's challenging for
The
everyone.
games are fair though, because they're team games.
That's true. They are.
So if it would be different, if it was like two people, but they're team games, so it's teamwork.
Okay.
So they are not alone. So with that, I think it's pretty fair, but I do see what you're saying.
Sure.
But that's the nature of the beast. I love
the
it. Did you
nature.
love it?
Oh yes, I did.
So
love
please
it.
join us. We want to just give you a little feedback
Yes.
on this. We really enjoyed it. It is so intense. Please join us and we're going to talk about it. So when we come back in probably Friday
Mhm.
and talk about it, come, let's do this thing.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It challenged my mind.
Mhm.
I think you'll like it. What do you think?
Yes, and I actually enjoy that it's from a different country as well because they're in Scotland.
Scotland. And please, so we could talk about it. I want to hear your opinion. It is definitely a
Juicy.
mind tease.
Yes.
The games are real.
Mm.
And the games, they're not for children.
Mm-mm.
And trying to guess, it's like playing a board game, but you're playing it live.
Yes.
Like Lasers and Monsters or something like that. Measures and Monsters, something like that, where these are games you play live.
Mhm.
I love it. Maybe they can think of a way to play Monopoly live.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh,
Yes.
Play Monopoly and have about 10 players. Because that makes the board crowded.
Yes. Oh,
that makes
would
the
be
board
nice.
and elimination. If they could figure that out, that would be awesome.
That would.
So wouldn't you think playing Monopoly
Mm-hmm.
and they playing for money and those things would be challenges. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we thank you for joining us. Please, if you got this far and us talking about trailers, please, Traitors, please join us as we watch this, and we'll be doing a review probably on Friday or Saturday, one of those days definitely. And please, I would love to hear your comment. We love it, and I suggest you watch it. If you're looking for something that's intense,
Oh yes,
and something that will just make your brain squeeze, Traitors.
Traitors.
And another thing about it,
Okay.
not only will it make if you're a type of person and you're like, I just can't stand intensity, this is not the show for you.
Yeah, it's definitely intense.
Because I was getting a headache, not a mild one, but like it was that intense. It had me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat,
Loved
squealing, kicking my feet.
It does not disappoint.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's brilliant. Well, with that being said, thank you for joining us. Please, if you got this far, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It means so much to the Crones.
Yes.
We love you. Take care of yourself. And you know what we say?
Sunflowers.